Greetings, Keishlings. I'm here with my live reaction of Kingdom, Chapter 660. Sorry for the delay, but it came out later than usual, and I was like, I've already uploaded 3 videos today. One Piece, One Punch Man, and a One Piece Theory video, so obviously go check those out if they interest you, but I was like, oh, that's just too much. Kingdom is just erratic. So, But let's see here. Let's get into the good stuff. We got Juuko, who has been captured, by Toe, and he seemed to be very unresisting. And he was going to reveal the secret of Juuko City. So it's like, what does that all mean? Because, everyone retreated on that side, so it's like, where are they retreating to? Because the city's been captured, so your guess is as good as mine. I'm guessing, like, there's some kind of secret network of tunnels, maybe, and they plan on retaking the city, like, in the middle of the night or something, or maybe just, it's like, fuck it, we just, like, take this city down from, like, a graboid, and just, like, take it down from underneath. Anyway, Toe of Kin. Okay, we're back on that, and it's Good or Evil is the title. Interesting. Earlier you said that we felt different from your other enemies. And Toe and Mobu are there just listening, and Moki is just kind of like, You were mistaken. We have nothing. We've lost everything. Okay, so this is going along the lines of, like, he was, like, royalty of one of the kingdoms that presumably Juuko, it's in his name, so it's like, it's likely that that's where the name of the city came from. It probably wasn't always called Juuko City, and that was probably, like, maybe the ancestral land his family has had for who knows how long. So yeah, like, after it assimilated, that's probably why they've kind of given him reign over it, maybe. But, so it's like, but they've lost all that. It's like, oh, we don't have a country. We've just lost the will to go on. We're just kind of fighting until someone finally kills us. So, they don't have that burden like, Ken does, or really any other nation that exists at the moment. So we have nothing. We've lost everything. And Manu and Sentaun, those two, have lost even more. How do you lose even more? It's called the Infinity Plus One Sword, motherfucker, except it's loss plus one. Infinity. I don't know. But anyway, 12 years ago, Manu was then head general of Biki. Okay. Sentaun was the head general of Riki. Okay. They were two of a few small countries that resisted Chu's armies. Okay, so they weren't even all from the same country. Alrighty, that's interesting. They must have been super small then. Because based on that map, like, I don't know if the square is supposed to represent, like, their only city, or is it just their capital. But, of course, they were only able to withstand Chu's unrelenting aggressions, because Manu and Sentaun were there. Time and time again, they repelled Chu's forces, and yet... Sohei Suama. Okay, so he cut down, I guess that was a Chu general or commander or something. Manu-sama, the Chu army is retreating. We won, sir. He's like, our losses? Ruho-sama and Chuha-sama have fallen. 1,000 have died. I see. That's... Oh, what's going on? Oh, crap, that's a massive army. An army, that's the Riki army. It seems they've also driven the Chu away. Sentaun, huh? Were they fighting too? However, for the victors, they sure look exhausted. Huh. Let's return to the castle. Sir. Manu-sama. Manu-sama. Okay, so everyone's like, Manu. You did it. And he's just kind of like, soon there will not be a country's worth of people to even protect anymore. We lose more every battle. And they are just constantly happening. Like, I can just imagine, like, every week, just like a sliver of all your population is just gone. I mean, maybe it's not even every week. Maybe it's every day, every few days. Like, battles and kingdom don't necessarily all happen over like a long period of time, like what we typically think of in war. Because it's like the way that war was in ancient times. It's like it could be all fought in one day. So, like, yeah, what kind of relentless battles were Chu sending your way on a regular basis? So, what was the population diminishing like? Manu-sama, good work out there. Oh, they're sick and coughing. Manu-sama, the people of Biki were just as worn out as Manu and his army. Manu-sama, 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 Manu-sama. But Manu was their pillar. Because of him, they kept going. And that person looks like someone that actually more thought was put into their design. Manu-sama, I just turned 15. I can finally enter the battlefield. Oh, you are going to die. I'll join you next time. Manu-sama, Manu-sama. And he's like, counting on you, Seta. Ha ha ha. Seta, you're not even 14 yet. I'm 15, though. This can't go on, Manu. Okay, so it essentially is like their capital city, kind of. Because, like, those buildings look a bit more grand than, like, a typical, like, smaller city. Biki and I can no longer keep fighting against Chu, King of Biki, Inko. It is my belief that we will fall to them. Oh, King, please reconsider. If this country falls to the Chu, except for the privileged few, our people will have everything taken from them. They're struggling already. Remember, K. Or Kai? Nah, I don't know, Key. It might be Key. Half a year ago, they fell to Chu. Half of their citizens were enslaved. Half of them? That is something. Oh. That's something I, Manu, will never let happen. But, this is actually bringing some context, actually, to why they have, like, such free roam over Juuko City. Because of the fact that maybe that promise actually meant something. He's like, I will never let my men in what remains of my country fall. And it's like, I will fight, but mostly as a mindless berserker, and maybe, like, over time it really did kind of go into the mindless berserker territory because, you know, as time went on, they did eventually lose everyone, and then it's just regular Chu citizens that now fill the walls. So, but that might have been, it was like, yeah, I could see the king of Chu be like, oh, I love it. You're so powerful, Manu. You and your men, you can have this city. Consider it your home. I mean, it once was. I could actually see that being the case. Like, they typically don't destroy cities. So, like, I could see it being the actual city. It's like, keep it. It's your own. Just, hey, protect our boundaries, will ya? Haha. And it's like, that's what he did. But then eventually, all his people are gone. He has no, tether to Chu at that point. So it's just like, I will keep fighting until I die an honorable death. But the king said there's no future for Biki. If that keeps up, we have a plan. We believe we can form a united front with Riki. A brave general by the name of Sintoon is there. If Manu-sama and Sintoon were to join forces, they could... Nonsense! Riki has been our worst enemy for many years. We cannot ally even if it brings down Chu. However, alliance or not, I, Manu, will do whatever it takes to end Chu's tyranny. Therefore, in regards to surrendering to Chu, please reconsider. Oh, King. Manu. The gap between the military and the nobility was deepening. But for the sake of the people, Manu continued to fight, and there he goes, leading off into battle again. But one day, when rain falls in a battle, you know shit's about to go down. Meanwhile, Manu triumphed in a remote place. Biki opened its doors and surrendered the city to Chu. Oh. Why did they surrender? Did their king get killed or something? Manu actually looks kind of shocked here in the rain, and so do some of his closest men there. Manu returned to nothing. The place he protected was no longer... Oh, he lost his home. Oh, shit. Was no longer there. God damn it. I must be dreaming. Those are definitely Chu flags. With no place to call home, Manu wandered Chu, fighting its armies. Even without a purpose, his strength was unmatched. And he's just sending heads and top halves of people's bodies just flying. He's like, I have nothing now, and neither will you so long as I breathe. Yeah, he looks very lethargic and just like out of it, like in a trance. For days and weeks he kept on fighting until he came to a realization. The enemy's main force has retreated. It's our complete victory. Let's go. What? What does he say? Oh, it's Seta. It was the corpse of the same young man from Biki. Oh, Manu-sama. He's like whipping up his weapon. Unbeknownst to them, the people of Biki had joined the Chu army. Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. They were, people are enslaved, they enlist, they use them for slave labor, God knows what else. He had become an enemy of the people he swore to protect. Not just that, he had been slaughtering them. Yeah, okay, this definitely adds into the whole, like, they lost more. It's like the very people I protect. I'm public enemy number one. I'm killing them without even realizing it because I lost my home. I lost my focus, my perspective. And it's like, I didn't view them as anything else, even if I might have recognized them. I'm a monster. Every time, I swear, that damned song is going to be stuck in my head from Hotel Transylvania. Anyway, let's see here. What? They're all Biki. Rin, no way. So, too. Manu was frozen in that same spot, his horse's hooves planted in the soil. In that moment, staring at the battlefield, something died inside of Manu. His true allegiances, they all died, I imagine. And, okay, we're back in the present now. Not just the king, even the people he was trying to protect, he was betrayed by all of them? Was it Manu a hero to them? Who knows? It certainly wasn't difficult to turn them against him. Okay, the way they're saying it, yeah, like they just like, we can't win. We're like sick, tired, little country. You big country Chu. It's like I didn't know. It's like, let us enlist. It's like, fuck Manu. Actually, we have no idea if that's actually the case, but it does seem like that it's hinting towards that the further I read. His burden betrayed him, or his own burden betrayed him. And Juuko is just kind of like, Around the same time, Sincha-un faced a similar situation and fell apart. Both countries weren't falling. So Chu hatched a plan to remove them from the picture. Both of them surrendered to Chu. Ginyu and I are the same. We lost our countries, became rootless, and wandered around with an army. And then Shusen-kun. Okay. I'm not exactly sure who that is. I'm probably just stupid and just forgetting who it is. If it's actually someone we know. He gave us Fort Juuko Castle, and we made it our home base. Our hearts may have been broken, but we were still good at war. Oh, wait, that's probably the... Is that the King of Chu? Or something? Or was he like a lord or something? I don't know. They thought we might be good for defending a key location, but there's no telling what we'd do if we left unchecked. That's the true character of the impregnable Juuko. We won handedly, though. Oh, come on, Rokuomi. Just shut the fuck up. That's because of the sudden change in Manu. Huh? Sudden change? Mobu, I think, kinda gets it, though, because he ain't saying nothing. I may not look like it, but I used to be a Confucian scholar who studied... I've never actually seen Confucian spelled, so it kind of threw me. Who studied under Jushi. Or Junshi. Jushi? Oh, hello, I am Jushi. It sounds like I'm saying juicy. What? I don't know who Junshi is. Like, is that a historical figure, or is that someone we've, like, heard of in the series before? I can't remember everybody, people. The cynicism of mankind. Junshi. Indeed. Is man born into this world good or evil? I sought to answer the question of mankind's inherent nature, but I gave that life up. I abandoned my studies to fight on the battlefield, because daydreaming at a desk became unbearable. In battle, victory and defeat is always at the expense of the helpless, and good and evil go hand in hand. A place where dividing things into these two categories is impossible and pointless. People are foolish. That's what I believe. Oh. So he's kind of going the nihilist route then, isn't he? It's like, all life is worthless because people are pieces of stupid garbage. And everyone's just kind of being shocked by this. And Rokuomi agrees. I agree. What are you trying to say, Manu? In the void of loss, his heart was swallowed by the nothingness. Oh no, the nothing. Oh God, we're in Fantasia now. The nothing came and it took my little friend and his racing snail and the weird man and his stupid bat. Don't these hands look big and strong? They could not hold on to them. Okay, I'm sorry. I just get into moments. I only feel great torment for him, or from him. And so I thought he'd wallow in that torment forever, but he suddenly changed. And apparently the one who caused that change was you, Mobu. And Moki's like, Dad, what did you do to him? Huh? And even Toe's like, what? Why Mobu? I'm not aware of the details. I think Rokuomi is kind of pissed off because he did fight Manu for a little bit. Did he? Or was it just Sentaun? It might have just been Sentaun. Damn. My memory. But, he's probably like, damn it, I wanted to fight him and change his mind. I'm not aware of the details, but there's no doubt Manu felt a part of him resonate with Mobu when they fought, and I hear my dad's ringtone in the background. Though he doesn't usually voice his inner thoughts out loud. He typically doesn't talk at all. Actually, no, that'd be more Ginyu, I guess. Now that I think about it, in the midst of the battle with Manu, Mobu-sama said something about carrying a burden. I see. Okay, so one of the lieutenants, spoke up, and Juuko was kind of like, interesting. Father is carrying a burden? Moki, you carry that same burden, maybe not to the full extent that your father does, but you still do. To an extent. Huh? What the hell are you saying? Or, well, actually, is it the same kind of burden to, him and his father left their original home country and came to Ken. So, that's not quite the same as losing a country. And it's still one of the countries that still exists, so it's probably not that. I'm probably just being stupid then. Huh? What the hell are you saying? You think Mobu's carrying a heavy burden just like Manu? Indeed, if the heavens will it, you two will meet each other again in time. All that I want is for Manu to have something more than that tragedy. Something better than all those petty affairs of men. Okay. And Toe and Moki are just kind of like, you speak wisdom there, our former enemy. And Rokuomi is just screaming because I don't think he's understanding any of it. I mean, parts of it I don't understand, but at least I try. What the hell is this old man saying? For I suppose you're right. I was being a little too scholarly, huh? I see one of your generals is an idiot. And Rokuomi's like, Toe's not that stupid. And then you just see Juuko just like, and Toe just kind of like, I'm going to give him so many lashings when we get back home. Now then, behead me. Oh, I've said my piece. I trust you will see his tragedy to the end with your own eyes. I don't think they're going to kill him. To be honest, he is a great, now that we know his scholar background, but also, his strategic value as well. If they can recruit this guy and maybe give him, some kind of purpose in life, he could be an asset to Ken. I could see that happening. And then, I don't know if we could get Manu and Sentaun and Ginyu on the side of Ken or anything, but especially given everything that they've been doing, I don't think they would be warmly as welcome. But a strategist, maybe. Especially if Mobu actually vouches for them. I think, well, and Toe as well. If they vouched for them, I could definitely see a change of allegiance. I mean, they obviously don't care for Chu, for what has been taken from them. So, and Ken is, while they were trying to take what was given to them, that's not really theirs. So, I could see there's being more of a reason for them to join in Ken, but likely that's still kind of a very loose and unlikely scenario, but I would like to see it. Because these characters are interesting enough, I would like them to be fighting along the side that is going to be moving forward in the story. So yeah, but also with the whole what is this? Well, all of that hasn't been translated, so I can't even read that page. So, but okay, we got Manu's backstory and to an extent Senta-Un's as well. We just didn't get to see it because, well, it turned out to be about the same thing. Didn't really elaborate on who Juuko was in the past, like other than he was a scholar, but was it was kind of hinted at that he was royalty of another nation, but maybe he wasn't because he didn't really lean on that at all. It was only hinted or mentioned one time, but it's never been brought up again. So, but I kind of wonder what his story is. If he does live, I would like to know his story as well. And Ginyu apparently had the same scenario as the rest of them, while their mightiest warriors and their armies were away trying to defend what was left of a country, we had a massive turncoat amongst the populace, and they all just enlisted with Chu. And to be honest, that sounds horrible. That would basically be like, okay, we have, I don't know how many people in the United States Army, but if, you are not even army, the military in general. But if they all left to go fight, and all we had was the National Guard here at home, and then all of a sudden half of the citizenry just decided it's no, we're gonna go enlist with the enemy. We don't see a point in any of this. We would prefer to be on the winning side. That would be disheartening for those servicemen and women coming home. So I can definitely understand why Manu and Senta-Un and probably Ginyu all had these notions of just, well, not even notions, just their slump into berserkerhood and just fighting until the day they die, because they had nothing left. Their home is gone. Their people essentially betrayed them. Not essentially, did. And then others that might have resisted were probably just straight up enslaved. So, oh boy. But yeah. And it all was just Manu that stirred this change. But I still want to know where, or Mobu, not Manu. Manu stirred it in Manu, but Mobu did that for Manu. Now, I just want to know where the three armies are, well, I guess whatever's left also of Juuko's army as well, where they all are. Are they doing the same thing they did all those years ago? Or are they just wandering around fighting? Not even amongst themselves, they're all united, but maybe they are. Maybe they're just gonna run off into, Wei, for instance, because it's kind of close. So, yeah. Are they just gonna go off and die? Are they going to try and storm the city walls? Now that Wei has taken over it and everything. So that could also be a thing. But I would like to see a change in sides, because I think Ken would be more of a fit for them. Because, like I said, it would be nice to see some of these characters, be able to continue on into the story. Because, just like with what Juuko was saying, it's he doesn't quite know what men are, good or evil. It's just that they're foolish, and that's kind of what makes us both, technically. So it's given that philosophy, he's probably just hey, given it doesn't matter how things turn out, if you can give Manu and the others, some kind of purpose, I would be happy for it. Now kill me. I still want him as well. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions on all of this, and anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live per the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quichling, are my theories stupid or not? Probably. But whatever. It could be fun.